What's up, everyone? So I just want to come on and make a quick video, offer up some hope, give everybody some inspiration to keep moving forward. Um, I don't know if anybody else is kind of like just feeling like a little bit turbulent, feeling the pressure, and I just want you to know like this is just coming up so that you can purge and release it, okay? You may be uh, faced with some challenges or just feel like there's a split in the road or it's going to be different for everyone, but the uncomfortability is what I just want to touch base with and touch base about the uncomfortability and remind you that it's not always going to be like this, and we are being like, if you feel like you're kind of like moving through sludge or something, I don't know. Just keep moving forward, okay? Keep moving forward. Keep up with your faith. Trust that the divine has not brought us all this way just to bring us all this way. You know, I know that a lot of endings have happened or are happening in your life. Um, I'm here to remind you just to keep leaning into the letting go, because everything is happening for the highest good of everyone involved, okay? So everyone means everyone, all right? I don't know how God does it, the divine does it, spirit does it, whatever you want to say, but they can do it that way. They have an eye on everyone, and whatever's happening is happening for everybody's highest good. Trust that whatever is coming for you, whatever is meant for you, is coming for you. And even if something didn't work out, or maybe you're getting like a reality check as to the way that things could have been done and possibly there would have been a different outcome, just know that this time now, all these different perspectives are being shown to you so that once we all get to this other side of this threshold, okay, this like passageway that's opening up, it's like we are going to be able to see the world through kinder, wiser, yet childlike eyes. The world is still magical. No matter what is happening, anything is still possible. And that's the dream that I want to offer up to you guys. Is not to give up on whatever it is you've been aspiring to be. All right, divine feminine energy. Wow. See, release your ex, and the S, that's my twin flame card. And if you guys don't know, when I originally got this deck, it came with the soulmate card. Okay, the soulmate card looked like this, the cover of the box. And when the person that I call my twin flame passed away, the soulmate card disappeared out of this deck. And so also with this deck, I got two stay optimistic about your love life cards. And that is the other thing. Maybe you're feeling less optimistic about your love, and I'm just here to remind you to stay open to receive it, because The best is yet to come. It's time to release the past because what's coming for you is the new. And for some of you, releasing the past means like whomever your person was to you in the past, like however they've been, because some of you are meeting people that you've just been separated from for a while. Um, Others of you are meeting brand new people, but trust and believe that whomever you're being guided to, your part is to stay in your lane, is what they just said. To stay independently you, to keep on working on your self love, keep on working on the release, keep on working on forgiveness, because whomever you're meant to collide with is what I'm hearing. Collide with. So maybe some of you are just going to like, some of you are going to like literally run into this person. But they're going through their own breakthroughs too. This is still happening. Everybody's kind of, well, those of us on this journey, those of us aware of the happenings of, you know, the real world, the new world, whatever you want, the world that you are creating. Um, those of us along this spiritual path, it's like we are all setting our boundaries in our lives. We're all getting a big spoonful of grow the fuck up, mind your business, all that stuff, So it's kind of like bittersweet, right? It's both humbling but also exciting because things are changing and things are changing for the better. Okay, but it's like everything's new, and anytime you do anything new, it's always a little bit like nerve wracking because you don't know what to expect. And I'm just here to remind you to stay open to receiving the absolute best because you are worth it. You are worth fighting for. And as much as you can, okay, so here it's like just release the idea of the who, the what, the where, the when, and know that it's just coming for you. God's got this all planned out for you and me. And that's just life in general. You know, I know right now for me, like everything's about keeping my mind right and my kids and helping my kids continue to work on themselves and grow and learn. And we're all kind of getting more disciplined with our own lives, and let's see what this divine masculine is. Yeah, you deserve love and letting go of control. Okay, so I still feel like there's like this energy of just like this turmoil and a little bit of frustration and anger in this divine masculine's life who's ever coming towards you. It's like, or vice versa. Just know that this energy is fluid, but it's like, there is a realization of this, like, it's things will be better to, they're learning how to let go of control. But I also feel like yeah, see, and letting God help them. Okay, but this is also in relation to yourself and having your own divine masculine, divine feminine within. It's realizing that, or coming to an understanding that what you say isn't the end all be all or something like that. Okay. And knowing that you deserve love, that you are lovable, that whatever hasn't worked out, okay, this past that hasn't worked out, all right, the drama, the heartache, the woe is me, the anger, the bitterness that's been held on to, it's like it's time to let it go. And it's like whatever. Okay, so maybe you were an asshole in these relationships, you know? Maybe it was your fault, you know? Maybe I feel like there's a huge part of that happening right now where it's just like you're really seeing how you could have done things a lot better, and is having these awarenesses of fuck, it wasn't all of them, you know? And these are good awarenesses because you know, all I can share with you is my own experience, right? And it's like I don't like to tell anybody else how they feel or whatever. And it's like realizing that I deserve love, like because I've had those awarenesses. I've gone through those awarenesses of like realizing that I was insecure and just like so needy and at different times in my life and taking somebody else's inability to show up the way that I needed them to show up, taking that as like there was something wrong with me. And that's my problem, you know, like that's my shit that I got to work on. And so it's like I had to like turn that around. I had to kind of, you know, dive deep into that and understand that it's like, why was I feeling like that? Like, why was I feeling like I wasn't enough? Why was I feeling like I didn't deserve, like, or I didn't believe that I was worth fighting for? And, you know, that's and just because like I set boundaries in my life and of what I want in my life and what I'll tolerate and what I won't tolerate, and just because the people that I had in my life, like that wasn't a way that they wanted to show up for people in their life, you know, like they had a different idea of what they wanted in their life. And it doesn't mean they're wrong and it doesn't mean I'm right or I'm wrong and they're right. You know, it just means that saw we just had different ideas of what was good for us then, you know. And I know for me, you know, through all these different relationships that I've had, relationships failures or whatever, you know, I've learned, and I don't really look at them as like failures or mistakes, you know, because they've made me into the woman that I am today. And today I feel like um, I'm someone that you could talk to, you know, and like I know that that's what I want. I don't want dramatic relationships anymore, you know? I mean, I just and if like I'm totally fine with being by myself. Like I don't care. I mean, I get asked out all the time and I say no, you know, and because I know what I'm looking for, you know. I'm not looking for someone that's like married for one. I'm not looking for someone that's just looking for a booty call, you know, like that's not my thing, you know. I'm just not there. And maybe there was a time in my life where I was, you know, or those things didn't really bother me too much or something like that. But today, that's not what I'm willing to settle for. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I don't want you to feel like that just because you have different standards than who you were before doesn't make you any less worthy of what you want. And just because the people that maybe you were hoping to get what you wanted from weren't or aren't on the same page as you as far as that is concerned, doesn't mean that God isn't preparing someone. Like I fully believe that there's someone out there that wants just what I want, because there has to be, because I'm here. And why else would I feel like that if there wasn't, you know? So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, what's this connection energy? All right. So yeah, see, this is one of my twin flame cards: religious factors and express your love. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and calling in your soulmate and love yourself first. See, listen, we're all just living and learning, right? And everybody has to decide like what's worth it to you. You know, for me, my peace of mind is fucking everything. Next after that is you know, not just my sobriety and all that, you know, that's just like understood. That just lumps in with my peace of mind. But, you know, I'm also a mom, and for me, being a mother is like a huge priority. My job, I feel, as a mother is to help my children to grow into the best people that they can be. And yeah, does that require a lot of sacrifice for me? Yes, but you know what? I'm their mother. Like that's just like there's nothing I can, you know, like what the fuck am I going to get mad about that for? Like I'm their mom. Like, you know, of course, like I'm going to be there. I'm going to help them. I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, I want you to stay and live with me until I'm 30, you know, and I want you to save your money, and I don't want you to leave here until you can buy your own place and you feel secure that, you know, I don't care. I don't care. Like, because the world is a mean and rotten place. And unless you are mentally prepared for it, it will literally beat you down. Just like that Rocky Balboa thing, that thing, that statement that, I don't know, it's a meme. I've shared it on my Instagram a million times, but my children are confident, you know, and does it, there's still things that need to be worked out. And it's like, we're all getting there together. And the last thing I want to do is to add more pressure on them, you know. I don't want them to settle for second best just because they need a roof over their head. I don't want them to feel pressured to do something just because like status quo. Like I want them to be independent free thinkers, and they are, you know. I want them to do what they love, and then that teaches them that to, I mean, my kids, like make so much more healthier decisions than I did at their age. They are so much wiser than I was at their age, and I am so grateful to that. And that is like what I get to pass on. You know, that is my legacy. They are living, breathing proof of how much I've changed and grown. And um, I don't know. I feel like I got so sidetracked. But anyway, express your love and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There's another card being, yeah, and trust. That's the time we're in right now. Calling in your soulmate. So I feel like there could be some things, other things going on with children within your connections as well, and this could be happening on both sides. Okay, it's just like the understanding and developing relationships with your children, and even um, yeah, I'm hearing healing relationships with your parents. Okay, or even like just letting it go, like just letting it go. Okay, so all right, they're telling me to get one more card. Ooh, you saw that? Look, honesty is essential. Yeah. See, this we're getting closer and closer to, okay, they're saying that this isn't just between you and your person. This is like with everybody. It's like showing up 100% authentic. Authentically as yourself and who you are, saying what you mean, meaning what you say. What's at the bottom? Yeah, treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply, and I feel like like, yeah, see, and again, like, there's something here about conversation, okay, and water, and this is a 10, so there's a completion happening. There's a wrapping up of a cycle. There's one chapter of our lives is closing, and we are stepping into a new one. Okay, it's a new one where, like, we decide. Okay, we've seen our behaviors and the destruction from our behaviors and our choices, and it's like, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to kind of slip back into whatever right now, like in the middle of this threshold, or there's like, because it's getting a little bit turbulent, but it's like, I'm here to remind you to ground yourself, to do your meditation. Okay, especially like through this last couple of weeks here in March, and really move in faith that what you've been working on, what you've been moving towards, what you believe in, what you deserve is coming. And yeah, so yeah, and I'm also hearing lighten up. I need to hear that. I get way too fucking serious sometimes, which is funny because I'm like really like laid back and goofy, but it's like I also need to lighten up, because I'm I have a lot of like I work, I work, I work, and I'm very driven towards I got a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, and I I have a huge concern. My biggest concern is like making sure that my children are set up and safe for their future. Like that is like I am like consumed with that. I just want to make sure that they are able to make good choices, and if God forbid anything happened to me, that they're set up and like able to take care of themselves. And I'm really focused on just setting them up and getting us all disciplined and healthy. And um, yeah, so it literally consumes probably like 90% of my thoughts. It's just like, making sure like the stability, having stability, and being in a stable place for my kids. And I've like everything I've done is for the benefit of showing my kids that they don't have to stay in the shit, okay, or settle for fucking less than what they deserve just because, okay, somebody says they can't do something. Okay, I am the trailblazer, you know, here within my family, and I'm going to prove to everybody that anything is motherfucking possible if you got enough fucking nerve to get out there and do it and keep on trying even when you've been kicked down and stomped on when you're down, which has happened to me millions of times. But everything has always had a lesson behind it, and I'm so grateful that I've continued to stay open. And that's why I tell you guys to keep leaning into it when life fucking gets shitty, because it will. That's how life is. It's like for every down it's got to come up. It's just like a fucking pendulum swinging back and forth. It's just the way life goes, and you just got to roll with it and freaking embrace it and pray to God to show you the lesson so it can end sooner and you don't have to fucking repeat the thing. Okay? Um anyway, I love you guys, and I hope that this helps. Bye.